road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson now. This will be caught by Brown. Got some room at the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. For the defense, the problem wasn't so much that they let him catch that drag route. It's that they had nobody around him after the catch.
As you well know, when they make the catch, you have to make the tackle on the spot. Those yards after catch are the yards that kill a defense because it keeps drives alive.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Mayfield off the play fake. He finds Beckham complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And he's got the hook up to Landry. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. This pass into the arms of Snead. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
He's checking.
Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Rossor. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Rush in.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Towards the end zone for Brown. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's just me and you. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Got one. Hey, echo.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Rossor. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Check three. Switch it.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Let's go now. Go to base. Check. Blue down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is and make nice.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Mack Wilson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Oh, good move at the 10. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Yeah, this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. A run for Nick Chubb.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
So they wound up passing on the long field goal try, but that works out for them really well. That one's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it's risky because your punter, if he puts it in the end zone, the net result not worth it, but there, I think worth it. 35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. From the gun, Jackson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sione Takitaki in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
There goes Mark Ingram. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Browns drive about to get started, and their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Tyus Bowser able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Mayfield on play action. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
from the shotgun. It's Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught. Beckham. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made there by Chris Wormley. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 29-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Now Chubb. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Mayfield looks to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Jackson, it's complete to Brown, right side. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 40 now on second down. Jackson looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give running right is Chubb. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And he said, nah.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Tyus Bowser picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play.
And got his man complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Nice big gain there from Marquise Brown, first-round pick out of Oklahoma. Of course, his cousin knows a thing or two about big catches in the NFL. That's Antonio Brown. And now Hollywood hoping to carry on the family tradition of solid production at the wide receiver position. Now Jackson on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Forced out to his left. Now Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Orbit. Check.
Here's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Jackson, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Mack Wilson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And again, it's Chubb. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chris Wormley in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. So if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Ingram again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Well, they asking my name, huh? S-T-R-O, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid